So my name is Mike Randolph. I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. We work with the Tampa Housing Authority in terms of providing uh, strategies on how to build wealth. One of the ways we do it is by doing how to start your own business class and how to operate it. Tonight, we talked about intellectual property and how to protect your rights under intellectual property. And intellectual property is anything that comes out of your head. It can be, for example, a trademark. A trademark is something that you want to brand. It can be, for example, symbols or signs or anything of that nature. The other thing related to trademark is that trademarks can be done on the federal level as well as the state level. What does that mean? Well, you create a name. You file your articles of incorporation or LLC with the state. You're protected by related to that name by virtue of the state. However, in order to protect you internationally, you also have to file on the federal level. Now, the other type of intellectual property that we talked about was copyright. And copyrights protect artists, be it someone doing the movies, on someone that's creating music or anything related to words. And the third type was patents. And patents is anybody that creates an invention. For example, if you created a bowl, a cup, if you created a phone, whatever you want to protect in terms of an invention that you created. What's important about these different things that we learned in class tonight is that if you do not file with the federal government to protect your ideas, somebody can steal it. An example in terms of trademark, we talk about Google. They file a trademark so nobody can use their name. Another trademark is like McDonald's. Can you think of another trademark?
Starbucks.
Starbucks, exactly. So those are what we talk about in terms of trademarks. So tell me, what do you think about what you learned tonight? And how important do you think it is to your overall thinking as a business person?
It's important, as she stated, especially when it comes to the trademark, I would say, because isn't it the design? The trademark is the design, correct?
Well, the trademark can be designed, but most times a trademark is when you want to protect a symbol.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in a design can also be included in a trademark. For example, McDonald's, that's a trademark. But what's also a trademark is the symbol. You know what the symbol is for
The
McDonald's?
M symbol.
Exactly. That's a trademark. So a trademark can be a name, a symbol, or whatever the case might be. And we talked about copyright. Copyright can be if you produce a song or a movie, you want to protect it. Or if you want to create a patent, an invention. So how do you think you can use what you learned tonight to help you as a business person?
I will trademark my slogan if I do decide to make a slogan and my business name.
Exactly. There you go.
So
exactly. Go. Keep on talking.
So it's protected. I guess she said that nationwide it will be protected if you get it trademarked.
Yeah, you can. You can go nationwide, right, if you want to. That's if you want to be global with yours. But if something related to the state, you can just do it, for the state. So nobody can do it in the state. But when you begin to think about going global, then you have to get a nationwide trademark.
Okay.
That means when you file with the state, nobody in that state can use that name. But if somebody's in New York or Chicago, well, yeah, they can use that name in order to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to protect it, you file on the federal level. Very few businesses file on the federal level.
So is the
So
Secretary of State that she talked about filing it with, is that
exactly.
is that someplace that I would do that within Florida, or
Yes, in every state, it's going to be the Department of State.
okay.
That's where you file your that's where you file your trademark to your name with the state. In Florida, it's the Florida Department of State. In California, California Department of State. And the reason why you file with the Department of State, and sometimes they call it Department of Corporation, is because that's the entity that put that seal of approval that says that if anybody try to use your name in that state, that they can't use it and they can be sued.
Okay.
So does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So give me an example, another example of how you can use copyright.
A copyright could be used for architectural work or
Yes,
for
yes, exactly. And give me another example of a patent. What is an example of a patent?
if you invented something that makes somebody's job easier, or
Well, and that's true though, right? But the key thing, anything, an invention that you come up with
okay,
that
gotcha.
you can use, and you can, for example, if I come up with a software that allows people to make their computer interactive. That is, all you have to do is tell your computer, come on, and it's voice activated. And you can tell it, come on, and go off. Well, that's an invention. I can get a patent for that. And I can sell it to everybody, and nobody can use it without my permission. So as a design, anything that you come up with that you don't want anybody else to necessarily get. Look at the iPhone. They got a patent on it. Nobody else can do a similar thing. Look at your Android phones. Nobody else can get something that's similar. Now, here's what you should know. Trademarks, copyrights, and patents are only good for 99 years. Every 99 years, you have to certify with the federal government. So most people say that's not necessary. But if you're a company like Coca-Cola, if you're going to be around forever, and you know Coca-Cola started way back then. Pepsi started way back then. So those companies, every 99 years, they come back and they recertify. If they don't recertify, then someone can steal that name. So, excellent. So today's class, again, focus on intellectual property. And intellectual property is any property that you created from your mind. And you could be it an invention, be it words. It's something that came out of your mind, and you want to protect it to make sure that nobody else can use it. Okay, so that's going to end it related to the presentation tonight. But as you know, that was an hour-long presentation, and it talked about a lot of complex things. I'm going to email it to you because you don't have to know everything that you learned tonight. You just have to understand the basic things. Because what type of business do you want to start again?
Hair salon. So hair salon.
So let's say, for example, your hair salon is really good. Let's say, for example, you come up with a product that when you put it on a person's hair, it does something to create curls, and you created it. Well, what type of thing would you get to protect you on that invention, on that product that you created for the person's hair?
Trademark.
Not a trademark, a design, because it's going to be called a patent. Not a patent. Not a patent. It's going to be a patent because it's something that you designed.
Oh, so it's going to be a
another
design
example.
patent.
Let's say you created a wig. Okay? You know, you
Mhm.
created a wig. What would that be? What would a wig be? What would that fall under?
I guess a design patent.
Exactly. If I
Hmm.
want to produce a song, what would that fall under?
Copyright.
Exactly. If I wanted to protect my name, what would that fall under?
Trademark.
You got it. Okay, then I'll see you again next week. You did a great job, and I'm going to email you this presentation as well. Now,
Okay.
related to tonight's class, is it any